Oh my God, it's Amy. Amy's here. She's here. She's alive. She's gonna abandon me on Monday, but it's cool. I'm okay with that. I'm not. But anyway, we're here for a not news, not breaking news, but stuff we kind of wanted to come on talk about a little bit. Um, First of all, we have two women's division related stories, I guess. First off, we wanted to talk about this like 4, 5, 6 days ago, but Amy wasn't here, so we postponed it. But Paige is no longer with the company with the doubles of ease.
Is
Apparently, what?
is she officially released?
She quit. She was suspended again and she quit. She's like, "Do this, I'm done." Yeah. So she was suspended
Oh yeah,
again.
she said a lot of things. Like she didn't just say that. I don't. Did
She
you see the other one that she said? I can't remember exactly what it was, but
basically
it was.
said, "Fuck this company, I quit." Essentially, is what she said. Um, but I kind of wanted to talk about that because, first of all, we've talked about how Paige was so underutilized and how they didn't appreciate what they had, and then the issues with the wellness policy, how you can't even have a prescription without getting suspended. Um, but also, and I get her anger, I get her frustration, but I feel like her reaction is a little bit over the top, just because with your future, you always want to sort of be able to keep as many doors open as you can. I mean, if you get a better job, that's great, but you always kind of want to keep, you don't want to burn too many bridges, basically. And I feel like by her, saying, fuck this company, I quit, blah, blah, blah. If the day ever came where, she wanted to come back, like if WWE, really went into a direction where they were really focusing on the women's division, and she said, okay, I want to come back, that's not going to look good on her, with her, saying, fuck this company, I quit. Um, that was just my thought of it, just because, and I mean, we've seen um, her, she is young still. On Total Divas, we've seen some of the less than mature decisions she's made. But any thoughts on either her quitting or uh, anything related to that? Amy, DJ, I don't care who. I'm not picking. You two fight it out.
DJ can go first.
Okay.
Oh, she got some. She got some stuff to say.
Yeah, she got to let it build up, let it marinate.
Oh,
I see. But yeah, I definitely agree. I think she did kind of go overboard, and like you said, I do get her frustrations. Because when you've worked as hard as she has to get to this point, and even kind of made the women's division what it is today, not only on the main roster but on NXT, she did great things for both of them. Um, it's just it's crazy, and I think I don't think it's a prescription. I honestly think it's something recreational. I think she's just being kind of, I guess you could say, selfish, because it's still selfish. Just selfish out of frustration, and with the tweets and everything. Yeah, you want to keep those doors open for the future. Now, albeit WWE is like the second chance company of the world, I guess. Especially like if you say something bad about the company or something, eventually they'll let you back in. Um, but I don't know. I mean, I've always wondered, like, kind of, where she wants to go from here. Because like I think that just puts a bad reputation just on her in general. Like if you didn't, I mean, you think about it with any job ever. If you, especially if you work in a particular field, and you say, screw this company, I'm done with this. The company sucked. I actually I thought about this. I had a friend who got fired from the company, and got mad at the company because he felt like he was wrongfully accused or whatever, which is fine. But don't go posting it on social media and stuff like that, because obviously that's gonna that stuff doesn't go away really. Like, you can delete it, but still, there's ways that it can get found. But especially with screenshotting and everything now. But like, if you want to continue to work in that field, then that's gonna hurt you a lot, because then the company's gonna be like, well, if we don't push you for so many amount of months, are you gonna just give up on us or quit on us or whatever? Even though we're giving you this guaranteed contract or whatever. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's just it's selfish on her point, but I understand it. I get her being frustrated, and I I get it. I kind of wonder, like, what would be her next step then, because I think a lot of times, you can get wrestling hurt, I guess you could say. It's similar to being like church hurt. A lot of people who get church hurt, they end up kind of veering away from church for a little bit, and I feel like that's kind of how CM Punk felt a little bit. He got hurt in the business that he loved so much, a business that he felt like he couldn't, that couldn't really hurt him, and it took him away from that business. So I feel like that's kind of her situation here a little bit.
Amy?
I'm still lost in where you people are finding this official quitting news here.
No, she just said these were tweets that she put out. I don't know if she's deleted them since then or not.
I think she has, because I couldn't find them.
Yeah, I can't find them either. That's where I'm really lost.
If I find them, I'll put them up. Somebody posted them in one of these groups I'm in.
Because that's what I'm not finding. Well,
let me see.
If it is true, that's sad. It sucks to see her leave. But even if she quits, that if she can't technically quit, she has to be asked to be released from her contract. So, I mean, I don't really know if that's true or not yet. But I mean, if it is, it sucks. Let's see. Hold on, I found. Did Paige really quit the WWE? Breaking news: Paige quit WWE this week and has hired legal representation. She technically can't quit. She has to be asked for release from this contract still, unfortunately. So, according to this stupid little snapshot, but I don't know how true this is, but this is in September, so I guess that's not true. October. But I doubt WWE is gonna really not do too much with her, release her nicely and give her what she wants, because they can still make money off of her, and they know that. They know there's a lot of females that look up to her, little girls and all that, and she's still a big commodity. So I doubt, if this is true, then they're not going to release her. At least I don't think. But if they do, it sucks. But she'll have plenty of promotions to go to. She can go back to Shimmer. Her parents' promotion will blow up. I know she wants to go back to England and her family, so she can just go back to Bellatrix, which is her mom, Saray Knight's promotion, and her dad. So that'll skyrocket through the roof. They'll blow up nicely in England. Maybe she can help start a revolution of wrestling in England again, because they really don't have too much professional wrestling. But yeah, she can be immature. I think it may have an influence. Her boyfriend may have an influence on her, Del Rio. So everything seemed to go downhill as soon as they started dating. I mean, 'cause when she was dating Kevin in A Day to Remember, nothing bad happened to her career. But she started dating Del Rio, the man that Vince hates. Her career took a spiral, even though she's injured and is not even cleared to wrestle for like probably months on end after some neck surgery she's got to have. So I don't know. I mean, they didn't even let Daniel Bryan really out of his contract when he had to retire pretty much from in-ring competition. They made him be the general manager of SmackDown. So, I mean, it's up in the air. But yeah, her antics aren't that good right now. Whether she's right or the WWE is just firing back to fire back, who knows? If it's prescription drugs, then more power to her. If she's got an actual legit doctor's note, if it's not, then you really need to wake up and see the tea kettle or something, whatever. Because clearly they're going to test you when you're injured. It's workman's comp. They're going to continuously drug test you, unfortunately. So she needs not to be immature in that nature, but I hope it's not true. I still think the women's division needs her because it's lacking right now. So there's still plenty of good storylines with her. And veteranship would help. But any luck, DJ? Because I have no luck on finding this.
Not really. I don't know exactly what like what page I
What
was
social
on.
media?
Yeah, I mean I know it was on Twitter, but I'm sure she's taking it down by now.
Yeah,
it's not on her Twitter.
I checked, and it's not.
And I don't know if I don't think someone would edit these.
No, that's possible. I can't seem to find anything on Twitter or Instagram.
Let me see. This is something from 4 days ago. Now I don't know if this is the exact thing or not, as it's loading here.
Yeah, not entirely sure, but I don't see this going down without a fight. I mean, the woman has still got.
Okay. Let's see.
Like
Here's one of them.
her
Here's one of them. I don't know if the second one's going to be on here or not, because I don't know when that one came out. Here's one of them. Now she did it in a different language or something. It looks like.
It looks like she might have done it in Spanish.
Yeah, like it looks like she maybe did it in Spanish or something. I guess.
Traducido in the English. Traducido do inglés. That's translate to English. So.
Yeah. No, I don't know if the other one's
on. She kind of can't quit like that, but.
Yeah.
Poor woman got to ask for the release.
I don't know. I'd have to look and see if I can find the second tweet about McMahon.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, her boyfriend took one hell of a hit at the company before and was able to come back. So, I mean, there's always some type of opportunity to come back in this business. Bret Hart came back at one point. Sure, they would even let CM Punk back in. I get it. She's just young, immature, started her career at a young age. I think she's made some good adult decisions and has some great influences on her fans, but at the same time she needs to, hey, think about it. You're fighting the wrong battle here. So what, they don't approve of your boyfriend, just get over it and do what you need to do.
I mean, it would suck if she was able to get out of her contract. It would suck not seeing her. But I mean, how much were we seeing her anyway? Like, even when she wasn't injured, they were barely using her. So
it's funny how much she beat Charlotte. Like, how much she beat Charlotte and never got that title shot. I just thought that was funny because I know we talked about this. I know Amy definitely had brought it up before. How much she she had beat Charlotte like twice in a row or whatever, and still didn't get a title shot.
No, not even a fair title shot. Didn't give her anything. They were using her to put over the new talent and be that veteran influence, and that was it. She has a current 0-14 track for title matches ever since she lost her title.
I think she should have been the one to bring back the women's title.
You would think or hell, start the women's revolution when the NXT women event originally came up. Like, she could have won that title and taken her team wherever, but no.
Because I mean, she was always booked as like the anti-diva, and I thought it made a lot of sense. But logic, WWE, LOL.
They don't know what that word means.
But anyway, also the other news that we have with she can't leave until she gets her release if she successfully gets it, which probably not. But we have one new and one new signing. we got Mickie James is coming back, and I guess is going to be in NXT.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. I don't know why. I mean, they could kind of use her down there, I guess. But also, Roderick Strong was finally signed by WWE, and I don't think he's made his debut yet, but they did have an exclusive interview with him on WWE.com that I saw last night. So that's definitely exciting. It's cool to see Mickie James back, depending on what they do with her. And also, obviously, we've been talking. It feels like we've talked about so many times about Roderick Strong coming to WWE. Also, Adam Cole, we would love to see come to WWE. DJ, thoughts on either what they're going to do with Mickie James or Roderick Strong in WWE?
Yeah, I know they've set up Mickie James to face Asuka at NXT TakeOver Toronto, which is pretty cool. I think that's the main thing they're going for. First off, it's going to be interesting to see how they bring her back. If they're just going to be like, Asuka, we have one heck of a opponent for you, and then she just kind of shows up at Toronto, or are they going to like have her come out during one of the weekly shows or something like that? But yeah, I mean, I definitely think it helps. I don't know, if it's kind of one of those things where she's going to be there for like just a little bit or just like a one-time thing or what's going to happen with that. Because I'd like to see her on the main roster too. I think it'd be, pretty cool, and she could kind of trade in the weird gimmick she had before, especially when she first started. That weird gimmick that brought out, a pretty good feud with Trish. It wasn't. It was a weird feud, but it was still a good. Still one of the best feuds at the time. But I think that's definitely exciting. I'm excited to see her versus Asuka. I just went to a football game tonight, and somebody was talking about it. Talking about how Mickie James was coming back to face Asuka, and I was like, yeah, I'm really, really excited for that. And with Roderick Strong, I hope he keeps the Mr. ROH thing into WWE, like Mr. WWE. I kind of hope he keeps that. I just think it'd be kind of cool. Because a lot of times the characters, if they come from an indie or like they're well known, they don't change their characters really. So I kind of wonder if they're gonna change his or not. Coming from Ring of Honor, like I know he was like one of the mainstays with Ring of Honor, but I'm definitely excited to see what Roderick Strong's gonna do. I don't know if I'm surprised that he's in NXT or if I'm not. Because I like Roderick Strong, but I'm kind of wondering, if I'd rather see him on the main roster or if I kind of want to see him, kind of start out in NXT. Because I think, and I guess they got to kind of have a special type of person, like an AJ Styles to do it. But I think that there should be some signees that should go straight up to the main roster. Don't need to stay in NXT. In my opinion, I still don't think Shinsuke needs to be in NXT. I just don't. I just think he's too good. And but I get it. I understand why. But I wonder. It kind of brings up the question for me. Kind of who's going to be the next big signee that goes straight to the main roster and doesn't go through NXT, kind of like AJ did. But definitely exciting to see Roderick Strong. I wonder how long it's going to take him to get the title too. If he's going to be in NXT, how long it's going to take him. But definitely excited for both of those things.
Amy.
Well, of course, I'm happy to see Mickie James come back. I think she's more or less coming back for NXT's women's division. They don't have anyone big down there right now. At least not a viable opponent for Asuka, to say the least. This might be when Asuka goes to the main roster or something. But I think Mickey's there to help develop the NXT women's division again, and she's been a guest trainer currently at the Performance Center for a while, so it makes sense that she goes there. I think that's a good move. They don't need her on the main roster. They have no room for her on the main roster because they can't even use the women right as of right now. SmackDown Live is doing the better of the jobs right now. The women aren't getting jobber matches. They're setting up good storylines.
Wait, isn't there like only two women on Raw? I'm pretty sure, right? That's all I see.
Oh, on
and
Raw?
Bailey.
Oh, yeah. No, 3. Yeah, 3. No, 4. There's 4, but they use 2, and one of them's injured. One of the other women is injured. They don't use the other at all. That's it. They have 4 women. Can't do anything with them. Sorry, I love them all, but they're doing a horrible job on Raw with that. SmackDown has a lot of young talent that still needs a lot of in-ring work, and it shows in the matches. But they're giving them a chance. They're giving these women time, and I appreciate that. And they're getting better as the days go on because they're getting used to it. They're acclimating themselves to the main roster. That's what SmackDown is for. It's kind of the developmental main roster. It's a stepping stone. But SmackDown Live is outdoing Raw, in my opinion. Raw sucks right now. But yeah, there's no room for Mickie on SmackDown. On Raw can't even handle Sasha and Charlotte, and that's all they do. I love those 2 women. They're making some great strides. They're about to be the first women to be in Hell in a Cell. All that. They were the second or third woman to main event Raw, so that was pretty cool. 3rd match ever to main event Raw for women's division. But they're not doing much. So I wouldn't want to see Mickie get wasted on Raw nor SmackDown. I feel NXT's great, and rumor has it that Roderick Strong's coming in as Austin Aries' tag team partner for the Dusty Rhodes Classic. At least that's what I just read. So that should be interesting. I kind of get why they're putting everyone through the main roster, or not through the main roster, through NXT. They need star power down there. They need it. They brought up their big guns, and Bayley and Finn carried NXT for a minute. Enzo and Cass, and my phone's on 10%, carried NXT's tag team division. As much as people want to say the Revival, but no, Enzo and Cass did. So they lost all their star powers.
The Revival sucks is basically what she's saying, DJ. The Revival sucks.
The Revival's the only reason anyone cares about that tag team division right now. Actually, there's barely any tag teams down there besides the Revival. Clank me, one fan out there. I know you're there. That's a Revival fan with me.
Yeah, no, they suck.
I just wanted to say that so I can clank the belt. I mean, that's pretty much the main goal on that.
Right. But no. That's the reason they put Austin Aries, Bobby Roode. That is the reason they're in NXT. Not because they need work. Those men don't need no dang work down there. They're great. They're glorious. Glorious.
And they're the greatest man that ever lived.
You know? But I mean,
right.
Also, WWE does want you to wrestle WWE style, though. So
yeah.
There are some things that they do change from them.
Like half their moveset.
Their moveset, though. That's it. All they're changing is their moveset because their moveset, and they add more. I guess you can say acting into it. It's more acting than wrestling these days, but they still put on some good matches. They've got enough star power and pull, in my opinion, that they could put on the match they want, because honestly, WWE needs them. They do not need WWE by any means necessary. So
yeah,
I mean, you see it done with AJ Styles, and where he's got an arsenal of movesets, and I want to see his New Japan moveset come into play more, but he mainly only uses that for some, big story, either a big storyline or a big pay-per-view right now for WWE. So I get it. But WWE is more or less, I feel like they just want you to predict it, because I can tell you what Dean's going to do in the ring, and John and all that. They don't shock you anymore. So it's very redundant. But and I guess you could say TNA talent, because God knows that's what's being signed these days. They're kind of pushing the waters and doing what they kind of want to do, it looks like. So can't go wrong with them. I want to see what they're going to do with him. Let's hope they do right. And it'll be interesting to see who takes that belt. But as of right now, it looks like he's going to be part of a tag team. So unless he's got some rusty mic skills and stuff, looks like Austin Aries might just be a mentor. No, not that belt, DJ.
Oh, I thought I had the right one. I thought I was I grabbed it, and it looks kind of like, it's gold and whatnot, So I was like, oh.
Anyway. Also, speaking of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, since we brought it up, poor Hideo is injured again.
That man stays injured.
Yeah. I mean, thoughts on that? Any thoughts on his replacement? Is the poor man ever gonna wrestle again?
No.
Are they gonna release him? Because I feel like they're just gonna eventually release him because he just keeps getting injured. And
they've kept people like they kept JTG for like half his life, and he didn't get injured, but still, he was just kind of there. So
he was just terrible.
I mean, Hideo, I don't think they're gonna. I don't know if they release him. I know injuries do play a part in that, though. I hope not. I do like Hideo a lot. I don't know how major this injury is. I hope it doesn't keep him out for another freaking year. Because like Hideo was a guy they felt like they were getting behind, especially early on. He was kind of the first one of the bunch to kind of go up to the main roster during that the Andre Memorial Battle Royal a few years ago.
He was kind of one of the first big, signees where they did like a press conference and all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, and I guess that's kind of why they're kind of trying to keep him on NXT a little bit more. Just because like it can only get worse the more he wrestles, right? Like if he's getting injured, not wrestling nearly as much as they do on the main roster, then it can only get worse. So I think that's why they're trying to keep him in NXT for a little bit longer to try to help his longevity a little bit.
That, and it depends on who he's wrestling. A lot of these people's injuries come down to who you wrestle in the ring. Who the talent that they have, the experience that they have, what level of a wrestler they are. I mean, if they're still like in the younger stages and they don't, have great in-ring ability, that person they're wrestling, no matter who the hell they are, is going to get injured. So honestly, you just got to look at who he's going up against and how they're actually taking it.
Did you see James Ellsworth almost die, by the way? That man.
I haven't watched that yet.
That man going to be World Heavyweight Champion next week.
Or he going to die next time he takes a Styles Clash, because if it weren't for AJ, that man wouldn't be living.
Mean Dean, but
James Ellsworth, he's the next champ. I guarantee it. It's going to happen. He gets his title shot next week. It's gonna happen. But anyway,
most jobber ever.
He is the man.
No, that's Dolph Ziggler.
He's my hero. But anyway, that was our news updates, whatever you want to call it. For I can't even say this week because we don't do it weekly. We just kind of do it whenever it pops up. Ha! That's what she said.
Periodically. I got you, Casey. Periodically. I
wanted to make a joke there, and you killed it. You killed my dirty joke.
Because it was gonna be bad, so I spared. I spared the fan base.
But anyway,
I spared Amy.
Tomorrow, she's never spared. She's stuck with it. Tomorrow, 6-pack. I think we said television title. I think that's what we said. Pretty sure that's what we said. But it's going to be the television title.
I thought we said tag team.
I thought it was tag champions.
Oh yeah, we changed it. So tag team champions. I have them all done anyway, so whatever. Top 6 favorite tag team champions of all the times. Until then, follow us on Twitter at ICW.
What? At what? At what?
At DD Amy _Miley MYLIE. And then after that, you go to ICW _podcast. You follow them. And then, or now you hit the subscribe. You could do it after that, but it's easier to just subscribe now watching the video.
Like, subscribe, share. That's how you gotta do it. Like, subscribe, share.
Nah, Casey like to be difficult.
Nah, why? That wouldn't be me. That wouldn't be me if I was just simple. Like, bruh. But yeah, do what she said.
Burr.
Just
This man said burr.
Burr. It's not even Burr anymore. It's Burr. 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 It's pretty soon.
Someone in the
It's just Burr. It's just Burr. 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 That's. But we will see you on the flippity dippity. Oh yeah.